Alexander the Great, one of history's most renowned military leaders, is often remembered for his vast empire and strategic brilliance. However, recent scientific insights suggest that his death may have been far more tragic than previously believed. Researchers now propose that Alexander didn't actually die when his body was declared lifeless, but was instead paralyzed due to a rare neurological disorder known as Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS. Guillain-Barré syndrome is an autoimmune condition in which the body's immune system mistakenly attacks the peripheral nerves. This attack can lead to muscle weakness, numbness, and in severe cases, paralysis. The symptoms can progress rapidly, potentially leading to complete paralysis within days. However, while GBS can render a person immobile, it does not affect their mental faculties. This means that although Alexander's body might have been paralyzed, his mind would have remained fully aware. According to historical accounts, Alexander fell ill after a banquet in 323 BCE. He suffered from a high fever and severe abdominal pain, followed by a gradual loss of movement and speech. After several days of worsening symptoms, he was declared dead. However, modern scientists suggest that these symptoms align closely with Guillain-Barré syndrome rather than any common fatal disease of the time. They believe Alexander might have been in a deep, paralyzed state that mimicked death, leading his contemporaries to mistakenly bury him alive. The idea that Alexander was buried alive is supported by ancient accounts describing his body showing no signs of decay for days after his supposed death. In the heat of Babylon, this preservation was unusual and could indicate that he was still alive, but in a state of extreme paralysis and minimal metabolic activity. If true, this hypothesis paints a horrifying picture. Alexander the Great, paralyzed and unable to communicate, would have been acutely aware of his surroundings as he was laid to rest. This potential scenario adds a tragic dimension to his legendary tale, transforming his death from a mystery to a chilling historical catastrophe. The story of Alexander's final days reminds us of the limitations of ancient medical knowledge and the profound impact that modern science can have on our understanding of history. While we may never know the full truth, the possibility that one of history's greatest figures endured such a fate is a sobering reflection on the fragility of life and the advancements in medical science that we now benefit from.